Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be showing you how to build in Restaurant Tycoon 3. So to build, all you have to click is here, number 1. And there you go, you can build. However, there is more complicated things that are involved in building in Restaurant Tycoon 3. So number 1, if you want to have if you want to be able to build better, you could buy the precision build for 600 Robux, as well as you can buy the sandbox mode, which allows you to basically free play, as well as the allow build collision, which is allows you to like put stuff over each other basically. So if you don't want to like bother with like, oh, I don't want to like be very precise with stuff, that's your game passes that you want to buy. So yeah, let's go and show you how to build in Restaurant Tycoon 3. Alrighty, so we're gonna click on the build. So there's multiple features in the build. There's the restaurant, decoration, build, and more. So the more is basically more stuff, more decorations basically. Restaurant, basically these are the stuff you need for your restaurant. Decoration, this is the stuff you need for your decorations. Build is the one thing you really need to know because there's a lot of complicated stuff. But first, we're going to talk about the grid size. So grid size is actually really important. So there's 3 grid size, 1, 2, and 4. So we're going to show you what happens if you don't use the correct grid size. So let's go and use art. Let's go here, see grid size. This is grid size 1. Basically, right now we are able to place in a much more narrow spot. But once we go to grid size 4, it becomes much more simplified. Basically, we are stuck into these 4 squares. Grid size 2, we have more leniency. So basically, if you want to go with a simple build, you want to be using grid size 4. Grid size 2 is in between, and grid size 1 is more precise. Unless you have the precise mode game pass, grid size 1 is basically the best way to build. So yeah, that's basically the grid size. Alrighty, so let's get on with the walls. So some walls you are able to place a door and a window on it, and some walls you can't. It really depends on if the wall is basically specifically like, if there's like a specific like type it says like Victorian or chess, probably not going to be able to place down a door or a window. However, it just says wall and like some basic material, you probably can. It's really up to you to see which one works. So we're just gonna place some doors to show you, like, yeah, you can place doors. Place a door here, but just you just can't go through it basically. You can place windows. It's too big. Also, don't forget it has to be the correct size as well. If it's not the correct size, it won't work. Let's see. Yeah, you can't place a window on some walls, and you can place some windows and doors onto other walls. So yeah, that's basically walls and doors and windows. Of course, you gotta remember grid size also matters for walls as well. Specifically, if you're using grid size 4, like, it could be pretty messy if you want to be more precise. Like, I spent a long time working on like my restaurant because of like the grid size and all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much walls, doors, and windows. Alrighty, so now we're on to the floors and the roofs. So the floors and the roofs are basically basically the floors. There's a manual mode. If you only use automatic, it just fills up the entire thing. However, if you're trying to build, like, if you delete your stairs, I mean you can just place down the stair again to like fill out in the hole. But like, if you want to, you can just do this. Like, that's automatic. You can change the height. Don't forget, you can change the height for whatever reason. Change the height. Manual mode will give you a feature where you can just drag, create something. Boom, there we go. Roofs, on the other hand, I think it's pretty much you could place them like on non-floor tiles, I think. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know about that. So there's another feature in the roofs. Basically, there's an overhang. I don't know what's the overhang. There's a height. It's, as usual, there's the same thing as automatic mode, manual mode. So yeah, that's the roofs and the floors. Alright, finally we're just gonna talk about the stairs. So stairs, there's multiple types of stairs. All the stairs will basically allow you to go up to the next floor. However, there's something called a elevator. So the elevator works differently than stairs. Elevators, you can press E, and boom, there we go. I think this is a new feature in Restaurant Tycoon 3. If you don't want to walk stairs, or like walk the stairs, or your avatar is kind of hard to walk through the stairs. Like look at mine, my avatar just literally cannot climb stairs. You just want to use the elevator. Boom. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much how to build in Restaurant Tycoon 3. There's probably other features I messed out on. Like there's the feature where you could like build on a different floor, floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. Probably like other stuff that I missed out, like art, kitchen, unlocks. But yeah, it's not too important. I think like the stuff I talked about is probably the most important thing. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye bye.